Welcome.
Welcome, welcome. They had advantage for us. The got levels, but Embiid was hurt the first game, the last game.
It's the final game of the regular season, Greg. It's time to look ahead for most teams. And for some, that's looking towards
There you go,
the playoffs,
Sal.
right? Others, it's looking to the offseason, but don't look too far down the road just yet. We've got a game to play.
First you asked
Now
for it,
a
you
look
gotta
at
get it.
Philadelphia's starting lineup. Abercrombie out there with Embiid. Then there's Maxey. Then it's George. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position.
There you go, Sal.
Shaw gets the bucket.
Don't hesitate.
Shaw's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Wizards. In the paint. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Here's Poole. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
You gotta play both hands, Maxi.
With confidence, Poole converts that contact bucket.
Outside, Maxey. Another miss by Maxey. The Wizards have gone 2 or 3 here to start
All right,
off the game.
Champagne.
And while Embiid was on record praising the importance of continuity, I don't know that, Richard, the 76ers front office felt the same way.
Oh, yeah. What you say out loud versus your actions can be very, very different in this game. When you have a chance to go big game hunting, you do. The goal was to bring in some help for Embiid and Maxey, and they accomplished it.
Here's Embiid following the bucket by the Wizards. Second shot opportunity. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Middleton for 3. Good on the triple.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the 1 miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Poole against Maxey. Pass the Abercrombie.
Oh, I just forgot to go.
Philadelphia
Easy on
moving the
you.
ball around. Fader on
Oh,
the way.
get out of there.
Defensive instincts from the rookie. Sorry, using those
Uh-oh.
long arms to knock that one away.
He had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Outside,
Yeah,
Maxey.
not that good defense. I got Champagne.
Up top, Embiid. He had 15 points last out. Maxey, no good.
Nice deal.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Middleton inside the three-point line, and that one's on target from the wing. Middleton's got 5.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. Brian Keefe gave me a few minutes to catch up. He thinks Tyrese Maxey is a guy they have to watch. He said he reads the floor well and understands situational basketball. Defensively, it's tough to speed him up or slow him down. He really plays at his own pace. Guys?
Thank you, David. Corey Kispert's checked in for Chris Middleton. The 76ers also with a sub. Drummond's checked in. Maxey on the wing. Pass to George. Trying to end the drought. It's good from long range.
Calm and cool from distance. George really confident from beyond.
This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team, showing that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
And Philadelphia has possession after the basket by Washington. George with the ball. Misses the three. .122 left to play here in the first. Here's Coulibaly. Buries the long-range jumper. Coulibaly's got his second basket of the night.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Here's Grimes.
Screen.
Hasn't made one yet. Got a hand on it. They get it back. Yabusele.
Get that.
That three off the mark.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
For three, Kispert. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. The 76ers trail by 11. George passes to Yabusele.
Out of bounds.
And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. There's 37 seconds left in the first. To Champagny.
I don't think you score yet.
Fires for three. Sinks the triple.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized
Everybody
throughout the whole
scores.
game.
Here's McCain. And again, unable to change momentum here. Poole against Maxey. And Poole gets it to go. Poole's got his third bucket of the night. Now Maxey.
Oh, you got that.
And slam dunk by Maxey.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Wizards lead by 14. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Wizards team out there.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
They've got Corey Kispert. He's out there with Chris Middleton. Brogdon out there with Holmes. And it's Carrington in at the two-guard spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards.
Volleyball.
A gifted interior scorer. When Embiid establishes himself down there, he is almost automatic.
For three, Kispert. Rebound by Butler.
In.
The 76ers trail by 12.
Go straight to the hole.
And a missed layup. And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for Washington. And this is a team making history with every single win. They're coming into this game with 30 consecutive victories. That's right, 30.
And we're looking at a team that has proven they can win against anyone in this league, even given a variety of factors. It's maybe going out on a stretch to say they've reached an all-time great status. But hey, there's an argument for it.
Can't get it to fall.
Bad shot.
The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid
Mismatch.
talks about leading, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me.
You missed 2 in a
Can't
row.
win alone.
Oh, no.
It's just about playing together
Come
and
back to it.
involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, DA, thanks. And something that every NBA player has now that maybe they didn't a couple years ago, RJ, their own personal trainer.
Well, it's just a beautiful investment of your own resources back into your body. I love that players are hiring chefs, dietitians, sleep aides, and the teams are hiring them. I love every aspect of that.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Kabusele comes in for Edwards. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Butler. Shot by Grimes. No good. Washington leading now by 16. Pass to Koulibaly. Takes a three. And again, Washington with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession. And a little
second turnover like that.
See what stays and what's gone in the new power rankings. You take a look at the Pacers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And looking at the Wizards, they've taken this ride all the way down the stretch. Few people thought they could maintain this astonishing display of dominance.
Can't forget about Brogdon's leaping ability, more than capable of jamming it home.
Maxey, and slam dunk by Maxey.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
For 3, Kispert. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
RG, what have you noticed about the young players that enter the NBA today?
Unfortunately, the NBA is now tasked with teaching players how to play basketball. The NBA wasn't a teaching league 20 years ago. Now it is. A lot of players are spending their first, second, and even third year learning how to play basketball. That was not always the case. They used to go to college and play for Hall of Fame coaches for 4 years.
Drummond's checked in for the 76ers. Wizards leading by 18. Pass to Koulibaly. From outside the arc, he makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. The 76ers with another miss. Washington's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Shoots. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
George against Middleton. George, no good.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Song, the pass to Kispert. It's Brogdon on the wing. Here's Koulibaly. No good on the 3. The 76ers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Outside, Maxey. The shot's good on the assist by George. Maxey's got 5 points now this quarter.
So locked in from range, Maxey almost makes it look effortless.
Here's Koulibaly. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. The 76ers trail by 20. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Grimes. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Middleton outside. Shoots the 3. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 4 rebounds now tonight. From deep, George. The shot, no good. And so it's the Washington Wizards out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight, a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Poor communication right now. They've been out of sync offensively, and you can feel the frustration building.
Man, they've been taking some wacky shots out there, looking like Ernie out there.
Hey, easy. I got a J. And now an opportunity to check out the old social media feed. Okay, guys, Houston Moon wants to know, Jet, would you ever consider coming back into the NBA to coach? It's an interesting one.
Oh, it's not interesting at all. I haven't given that much thought, only because I'd have to coach guys like Shaq, and he's not coachable.
Well, if Houston didn't have a problem before, they will after hiring Kenny. Whatever.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. And it's Maxey with the ball for the 76ers. Trailing by 17. So on the floor for Philadelphia. Embiid is out there with Yabusele. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the two spot. The shot, no good.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Here's Poole, and he drops it in from the low post. Poole's got the first points of the second half here for Washington. Maxey passes to Yabusele. Here's Grimes. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Embiid, no good. Wizards leading by 19. Here's Poole. The rebound by Yabusele. George passes to Maxey. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. Timeout called the 76ers. Here's our 2K leaderboard with the list of the teams that have been on fire from beyond the arc over the past month. Number 1, the Wizards.
And look, that stat is absolutely no fluke. It's just a matter of getting hot from long range. They are working hard to find good, open looks from the perimeter.
Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Outside, Maxey. The 76ers with another miss.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
RJ, talk about a guy who can completely take over. Tyrese Maxey.
Oh, I love his energy. I love his focus. I love his love for the game. He is relentless. What's amazing is that there's still so much upside there, Kevin.
Embiid finds George. From deep. It's rebounded by Koulibaly.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
He had a nice open look right there. George has got 6.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And the Wizards making a change here. Kispert's checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. Kelly Oubre's checked in for George. Pass to Koulibaly from downtown. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Oh, wow. 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Maxey passes to Grimes. Launches it. And Sarr throws it down. Sarr's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. It's Poole with the drive. Good on the bucket. He's got 14.
No, he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Maxey passes to Yabusele. Here's Embiid.
Oh, don't do it. Oh.
Puts it up from 12. Count that bucket.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Pass to Kispert. Back to Poole. There's the three. The shot that time, not on target. Philadelphia's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Oubre can't get it to go.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And Poole gets it to go.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
For Philadelphia, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Embiid inside. He has 6. It's deflected. Maxey against Poole. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Wizards.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And also, they've made it a point to push it off turnovers. They're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
Here's Saar. And Middleton now atop the key. Pass to Kispert. The three-pointer no good. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. And Maxey gets it to go on the assist by Oubre. Maxey's got 4 this quarter. Wizards leading by 23. Here's Koulibaly beyond the arc. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss. He takes it in. It's rebounded by Poole. 1 second left. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Jordan Poole making highlights for Washington. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Back right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Kispert is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Rashawn Holmes. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Carrington in at the 2 guard. That's the group on the floor right now.
A powerful finisher, Oubre Jr. You deserve to get dunked on when you let him get inside.
To the wing on the left. Holmes finds Middleton. A 3-ball. That shot missing.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That's his first foul. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
Butler against Brogdon. Butler passes to Embiid. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Holmes. Pass to Kispert. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Wizards making a switch here. Koulibaly's checked in. Quentin Grimes is checked in for the 76ers. That's good from Kispert. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's McCain. Up top, Embiid. Looking to get back on track here. Misses the baby hook.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
Lets the three fly. Hits it from three-point range.
Nice feed by Brogdon. Excellent at whipping those passes to open teammates.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Edwards. Philadelphia moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. Here's Grimes, and he converts the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
It's Brogdon on the wing. For three, Kispert. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. Brogdon's got 6 assists in the game. The 76ers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. Brogdon with it. Now defended by Embiid. And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That's foul number 2 for him. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Maxey passes to Grimes. To the middle. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Maxey. Maxey's got his 4th assist in this one. To the left wing. Here's Bay. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Nice jumper by Bay. So confident when he takes that shot.
Maxey on the wing. He's guarded by Brogdon. Here's Yabusele. Bay pulls it in. Gill against George. Brogdon kicks to Holmes. Pass to Bay. Three-pointer. Knocks down the 3 ball.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Washington.
There was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you can hardly say this win surprised anyone with the season these guys have put together. Win after win all year long. What a record-breaking year this team has put together. A season for the record books.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jordan Poole.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised. Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they'd been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Here's Embiid. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. With the league's 65-game rule, Joel Embiid might have trouble making another All-NBA team.
Yeah, he's only reached that 65-game mark twice in his career. But he's still a lock to make the Hall of Fame, Kevin, because of how dominant he is when he plays. And look, he's already got an MVP.
Corey Kispert's checked in for the Wizards. And it's Brogdon at the drive.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Maxey passes to Yabusele. Rebound by the Wizards. Brogdon outside. Kispert kicks to Brogdon. Over Maxey. It's good. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. The other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. So for our reporter, David Aldridge, and our analysts, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching tonight's game. And as we part ways, we present our player of the game.
Kobe White's that basketball?
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
in just a moment. A festive atmosphere inside the building as we bring you Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. As the playoffs draw closer, here's what the East looks like. You look at Washington, this season has been an absolute dream for them. They're currently at #1 as the postseason approaches. And of course, Chicago, they have the 9th spot currently.
Well, for the Wizards, many of us experts earmarked them as favorites this season. And you know what? They have not disappointed thus far.
Yeah, this is the start they wanted to have, but their goals are much bigger. They're focused on playing into June and bringing home a championship.
Now Washington's starting 5. We've got Sarr, Jordan Poole out there with Bilal Coulibaly. Then it's Chris Middleton, and it's Champagnie at the 4-man spot.
Here we go.
And for the Bulls, Trey Jones is out there with Kobe White. Then there's Ayo Dosunmu. Then there's Nikola Vucevic, and it's Buzelis in at the 4 spot. Well, we're coming right down to the last bit of the season, Grant. What's the messaging like from coaches right now?
Well, BA, for teams that are in the mix, coaches are asking you to keep doing what you've been doing. But a lot of that extra motivation comes from your teammates and in the locker room.
Just 2 to shoot. The rebound by the Wizards. And this team has been just incredible, assembling a 31-game winning streak. And with no signs of slowing down anytime soon, we are watching history.
Teams I've ever seen. To win this many games in a row is unthinkable. And if I'm in the locker room coaching this group, the one thing I'd be telling my guys is not to get distracted by the record. Stay focused on tonight, just as we have throughout the streak.
And that one's good. Poole.
When Poole gets this close, he knows to go for it. He's not going to waste the chance at all.
Pass to Buzelis. It's Vucevic, high post. Shoots over Sar. Vucevic's shot is off.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
And that one's good. Koulibaly.
Yeah, you gotta play some defense, Kobe.
Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
You know, Stan, for a team with such a proud history, the last decade has been a tough one for the Bulls.
Yeah, Brian, it really has. They've had competitive teams, but they haven't won a full playoff series since 2014. And for such a dedicated and passionate fan base, that's been really difficult for them, let alone the front office and people that want to turn this thing around as quickly as they can.
And that one's good. Middleton.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Jones misses.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Middleton, no good.
Well, there you have it, their first miss of the game, but still off to a solid start here in terms of shooting.
Pass to Vucevic. The kick out to White. Jacks up a three. Rebounded by Champagnie.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Middleton from the outside. Again, Middleton missing. The Bulls trail by 4.
Oh, they traded you? Like that?
White looking it over. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Grant, how about Kobe White? Going from a bench player to one of the league leaders in minutes.
Yeah, Kobe played more than 35 minutes per game last season. Top 10 in the league. We saw White hit another level, so he has an exciting future in front of him.
The Bulls making a switch here. Ball's checked in. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Kispert's checked in.
Well, what's great about Kobe White is his commitment to raising his game. You look at him season to season, and he's always trying to do more.
Grant, you talk about NBA length. Alex Sarr has it in spades.
So many young bigs we're seeing these days. He combines that length with some guard skills as well. And that's a very intriguing package.
And that one misses.
Obviously, Alexander Sarr's stature grabs your attention, but he's stronger than he looks, too. And that can be a pretty dangerous combination if he learns to use it right.
Good on the second one. And it's Jones with the ball for Chicago. 4-point game.
There you go,
Looking for
George.
a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
Honestly, they were just outclassed in that one.
Timeout.
We thought it would be a tough night for them, and it was.
Well, it's never fun when you're expected to lose a game. You just got to put it behind you, not carry it into the next one.
And these are the teams that have been threats from beyond the arc since the All-Star break. The Wizards, number 1.
As the season has gone on, the ball has gone in more and more. You like the trend. They're in a terrific rhythm offensively.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Here's Jones. And again, no good by Chicago.
I don't know what happened there. About as easy an attempt as you could possibly ask for.
Here's Champagnie. That three's off the mark. Bulls trail by 6. Here's White. Here he goes. And it's Poole with a rebound. The Wizards have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Here's Sarr. Banked it in off the glass.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
He shoots. And it's Buzelis that time on the assist by White.
Yeah, this demonstrates how confident Buzelis is. He knows he can be lethal off the catch.
Here's Poole. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Jones, the pass to Vucevic. Outside White. From 12 feet. The shot won't fall. Washington leading by 8. Kispert with the ball. Now guarded by White. Here's Coulibaly. Drills it from deep. Coulibaly's got 7 points.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Now Jones. Over to the wing. Here's Vucevic. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Washington Wizards closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Wizards here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
Zach Collins out there with Jalen Smith. Then there's DeSumo. Then it's Ball. And it's Herder in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Pass to Middleton. Here's Carrington. 4-3. And that comes off the assist by Middleton. Carrington's gotten himself. Ball looks over the floor. Into the lane. And Ball throws it down.
A phenomenal athlete. Ball's teammates love when he knifes inside and finishes with power.
And that one's good. Middleton.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Ball against Brogdon. And the bucket is good. Ball's gotten 4 this quarter. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Brogdon with a bucket.
A legitimate threat beyond the arc. Brogdon's sense for when to shoot from there is outstanding.
Timeout, timeout. And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And the Bulls making a change here. Terry's checked in. All right, let's take a quick look at the rookie leaderboards and see which young players had the best block numbers last month. Second is Alex Sarr.
His defensive anticipation is just excellent. He changes as many shots as he swats.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Terry. Coulibaly defending. Second shot opportunity. The 3 from Ball. It's rebounded by Washington. Coming off that win against the Sixers.
Yeah, they were really able to keep their intensity high throughout the game. We never really saw them back off.
Yeah, it was an all-around excellent performance, and one I'm sure they'd like to replicate tonight.
Now here's Herder. Still no points. Pass to Ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
It's Middleton on the wing. From downtown, he buries it from 3. Middleton's got 9.
Now, if you're the defense, you can't allow Middleton to heat up out there. I mean, he can be so efficient from long range.
And it's Ball off the drive. And Ball throws it down.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, one of the great challenges of an NBA player's life is being traded. Veteran P.J. Tucker said, in 24 hours, you're playing for another team in another city, getting all of your stuff, uprooting your kids, changing schools. Your whole entire life changes in a blink. If you've never experienced it, you'd never understand. B.A.?
Pretty heavy stuff, Allie. Thank you. Collins passes to Herter. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Washington leading by 18. Outside Brogdon. Back to Kispert. From the arc. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. Brogdon's got 3 assists in the game.
And that is why you want the ball in Brogdon's hands, running your offense.
Now here's Herter. He's scoreless. Ball outside. Tipped.
What I like about Sarr as a shot blocker, he can do it anywhere on the floor.
Pass to Middleton. And he drops it in from the low post. Middleton's got 11 points in the quarter.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. A line change here for Chicago. Champagnie, he's checked in for Washington. Jordan Poole comes in for Chris Middleton. For Chicago, they've gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. DeSumo outside. Three-pointer, Buzelis. And again, no good by Chicago.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Sarr. The kick out to Poole to the middle. Here's Champagnie. Launches a 3. That shot is off.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's White. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
Well, there you see the skill of White, able to float the ball into the basket.
Here's Poole. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Poole's got 8.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jordan Poole. That's his first foul. Here's Jones. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet.
Got him.
It's stolen by Poole.
Well, that's just great awareness. He was ready and took advantage.
Oh, deflected. Vucevic with a steal. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Wizards out in front, opening up a huge gap. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion, let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff race.
You know, right now, for the Wizards, they're right where they want to be, and they're right where they should be. Now it's a matter of getting everything in place for the title run. These guys will be tough to beat in a 7-game series.
And looking now at that first half where everything was going wrong for the Chicago Bulls.
The big reason they're getting washed out has been raining threes.
But they didn't know this was coming? They didn't watch the film? Read the scouting report? Come on, man.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Really an incredible game from Chris Middleton.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Here's Poole. They lead by the biggest margin.
All right, Chris, that's what I'm talking about.
Checking out the group for Brian Keefe to start the second half. We've got Jordan Poole. He's out there with Bilal Coulibaly. Sarr out there with Chris Middleton. And it's Champagnie at the power forward position.
Yeah, it seems like White's got that in-between range figured out.
Coach, one guy who's shown a lot of growth on the offensive side of the ball is Ayo Dosunmu.
Yeah, it seems like the game is slowed down for him. And that's why everything he does looks better now. His first step, his decision-making, all of it, Brian.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. After the basket by Washington. Jones' shot is good.
Really not where we normally see Jones operate, but good for him to grow his comfort zone a little.
Poole, the pass to Champagnie, fires the three. It's hauled in by White. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Pass to Buzelis. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Vucevic in the post. Unable to get that one. Washington leading by 21. Poole, the pass to Sarr. Outside Coulibaly. Fires the three. Rebound by the Bulls.
Not a great start to this second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Here's Champagnie. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Bulls. With a brief pause, here are the most difficult teams to score against over the last 10 games. Number 1, the Wizards.
Well, their defense over the last 10 games has been exceptional. They're really getting after it and communicating well on that end of the floor.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Jones from outside. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Poole. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
They have no answer defensively inside.
For Chicago, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Here's Jones. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Jones has got his second basket of the night. Well, Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
Well, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism don't understand how intelligent the best players are.
Here's Buzelis. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. The floater. Washington with a rebound. Sarr's got 6 rebounds in the game. The Wizards have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Nikola Vucevic has seen a lot in his decade plus in the league, and he said the game has changed. Now you have centers that can pass, put the ball on the floor, make plays, and shoot threes, play like guards. And you can't get stuck in time. You have to be able to adjust.
Allie, he's certainly got the skill level.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Here's Sarr. The
There you
basket
go.
drops, and he
Hey,
gets
stick with
fouled
it.
on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far at the line.
Great. There you go. That's how you shoot it.
And for the Bulls, they're shooting around 39%. They'd like to get that higher. Vucevic, a screen on Poole. There's Ball with a 3. Sarr pulls it in.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Yep.
Poole, the pass to Sarr. Back to Poole.
Get back.
Oh, he can't miss. 8 for 8 after that shot.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Stolen by Ball. There's Herder with the three. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Herder's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Poole, the pass to Sarr. Poole against Ball. Jordan Poole, that one's good. Poole's got 11 points in the quarter.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Three-pointer, Kispert. And again, Washington with a triple.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Now here's Vucevic. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. Now here's Herder. Koulibaly defending from the baseline. Smith outside. The open shot by Herder. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Herder's got 5.
Well, you see, the ability to get the ball where it needs to go is what really stands out regarding Buzelis.
Here's Poole. Oh, a heat check there, but it's off target. What a performance for Jordan Poole. He's been the story for the Wizards. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And Ball will bring it up here for Chicago. Jalen Smith is out there with Zach Collins. Then it's Lonzo Ball. Then there's Javon Carter. And it's Herder in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. The shot that time not on target.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Pass to Carrington. There's the triple. Smith with the rebound. And the Bulls shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. Ball no good.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Kispert, right side. From deep. Goes back up. And Holmes with the lay-in. Good. Holmes has got his first points in this one.
Good things come to those who hustle. He creates the second chance opportunity.
Herder. Second chance shot. Rebound Washington. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Brogdon, the pass to Kispert. Lets the 3 fly. Basket is good on the assist from Brogdon. Brogdon's got 5 assists tonight.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's Ball. Another score. His 5th make out of 10 tries.
And I like the mix of power and agility Ball uses inside. One way or another, he's going to get a shot.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Malcolm Brogdon. That's his first foul of the game. Stan, as a coach and now a broadcaster, you've gotten to visit all the great cities the NBA has to offer. Can you give us a favorite?
So, Brian, you're going to try to get me in trouble here. I'm going to give you one city and offend 29 other fan bases? Not a chance. I love all the NBA cities.
Not like you not to take a stance. Vucevic gets the bucket.
Usually a straight-on three-point shooter, Vucevic showing his versatility.
Here's Brogdon driving to the basket, and Brogdon with the stuff.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Pass to Jones. Vucevic, a screen on Brogdon. Back to Vucevic. Power finish by Vucevic.
Yeah, just powerful stuff from Vucevic.
The Wizards have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Kispert on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Jones grabs the board. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Three-pointer, Vucevic. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist. Jones has got 3 assists in the game.
Well, when the moment is right, Vucevic can be an effective spot-up shooter.
Bay from long range. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Holmes. Gills checked in for Kispert. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Outside White. DeSumo outside. Pass to Buzelis. Now here's Jones. And Holmes with the block. And they get it back. They grab their own miss. White for 3. And no good. Washington dominating the game. Holmes finds Brogdon. And here's Bay. Let's go with a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Bay's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Wizards?
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Washington's gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Wizards.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And we just saw one of the greatest teams of all time win again. They've reached that magical 72 win marker, and they keep going.
And once this game is all said and done, they'll have a healthy 2-0 lead in this season series.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Jordan Poole.
He had a surplus of energy tonight, providing defensive help all over the floor and making it seem like they had 6 guys out there instead of 5.
And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for Washington. Pass to Gill. Back to Brogdon. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to belong to Nikola Vucevic. He's off on the first. And the second free throw is good. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that about wraps it up. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Jordan Poole.
last game of the season.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Washington Wizards going up against the Miami Heat here in Miami. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. Taking a look at Washington, they've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there. And checking out Miami, right now, quite a ways down below.
And, you know, for the Wizards, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And don't count on that coming to an end anytime soon. The talent level of this squad is off the charts. And with the momentum they're gathering here early in the year, it could steamroll through the season. And now Washington's starting group. They've got Sarr. Kispert is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Koulibaly in at the 2 spot. And for the Heat, wing pairing will be Hero and Jaquez Jr. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Ware in at the 5 down low. Now here's Adebayo. Had a tough time getting anything going against the Pelicans. He was a non-factor. Shot clock at 3. Fires from way outside. Rebound, Washington. And their win streak is now up to an incredible 32 straight games, which puts them 1 game shy of those amazing 1972 Lakers. Well, this squad has been on an unreal tear through the competition to this point. No question, this is going to end up being one of the greatest all-time streaks that we have ever seen. How far can these guys go? And what's going to be the factor in the game that ends this streak? That's going to be interesting. And so it's the Wizards getting on the board first. Outside here. Simmons slams it in.
And the length of Simmons using this as well as that athleticism to pull in the offensive rebound.
For 3, Kispert. And Simmons with the rebound. Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And when you watch Kispert, you know, Brent, you can see the aggression he plays with when he's going at the rim. Yeah, sometimes Corey will surprise you because you know he's a spot-up shooter and you know he's elite at doing that, but he will attack, go in there, and throw his body at guys to create some scoring opportunities. And Poole gets it to go. And Poole knocks that one down without worry. For Miami, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Ball's knocked loose. Pass to Adebayo. Adebayo throws it down.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there. The 3 from Poole. That one, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Hero. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk. And Tyler's got to love that when he has a chance to rise up. Kispert, the pass to Sarr. Wizards passing it around. The 3 from Poole. Bangs home the trifecta. Poole's got 7 points.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. George is checked in for the Wizards. And let's step aside for a minute to look at some of the point guards who have been doing a whole lot more than passing lately. They're the top scorers at that position over the last 10 games. In the 3rd spot, Jordan Poole.
And this is a group of guys who have that uncanny knack to simply score and put points up while they find ways to get the rest of the team involved. Really the complete package.
Well, he is the modern point guard defined. Players who aren't just out there to direct traffic and keep the ball moving, but guys who can be the entire offense at times by themselves. Just tremendous scorers. The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Oh, he missed it.
Defeated by the Pelicans in the last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, lots of ups and downs. One good possession, two bad ones, one good one. They could never get on a steady run and play some solid offense.
And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city, plus he's already got a street named after.
Hero, no good. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Washington. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
And that pass-first nature of Simmons, outstanding at understanding when his teammates are open.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. The Heat trail by 5. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jordan Poole. That's his first foul. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Mitchell against Brogdon. Adebayo with a screen on Brogdon. The drive by Mitchell. Off target at the rim. Washington leading now by 5. To the paint. Here's Champagnie. Over Adebayo. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Adebayo. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
After
Get it back.
Champagnie.
Get it back. Double team.
From deep, George. And it's Miami with the rebound. With 1 on the clock, that one doesn't go. And so it's Jordan Poole making highlights for Washington. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. Right back after this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Wizards?
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
So on the floor for Washington, they've got Kispert. Also George out there. And it's Carrington in at the 2. Now here's Mitchell. Nothing on the board. Here's Jovic. Here's Hero. Count it from 12. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Mitchell passes to Highsmith. Anderson up top, defended by George. That one's good, and the Washington lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Anderson.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Pass to Champagnie. For 3, Kispert, and the Wizards hit again from deep.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Here's Highsmith, defended by Kispert. driving inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of the game. A different look for Miami. Ware's checked in, and Simmons subbed in for Davion Mitchell. Sars checked in for Washington. Chris Middleton comes in for Corey Kispert. Here's Carrington. Still yet to score. For 3, Middleton. And Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Simmons. 14 points from him the last game against New Orleans.
And guys, in addition to that scoring, he was absolutely tenacious on the defensive end. A complete two-way game for him. Finished with 3 steals, I think, and that was a difference maker.
Wizards leading by 8. Well, Brent, since entering the NBA, Tyler Hero has been a constant scoring threat.
Yeah, Kevin, the scoring for Tyler Hero is always going to be there. He is a bucket, but the defensive improvement and really just the physicality that he needs to play with. Those are areas that Tyler could shore up a little bit to make sure he's on the floor for some of the biggest moments of a season.
Highsmith's shot is off. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for Washington. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Middleton out there thinking about the game, and that helps out. Skilled at getting to the free throw line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And he ends up missing both free throws.
And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that.
Hero, no good.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
Nice. A mid-range jumper by Middleton. I didn't know guys were allowed to take that shot anymore.
Here's Simmons. And again, it's the Heat missing. Wizards leading by 10. Here's Poole. And Will pulls it down. The Heat have gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. It's tipped, and they'll get another chance. No one near out of. He's a strong 4 for 6.
The versatility of Adebayo. He can initiate and he can shoot off the catch.
And Miami making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. Kispert's checked in for Washington. Wizards have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And here's Poole for 3. And the foul called on Alex Saw. That's his first foul.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
1:16 left to play in the first half. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo pulls it down hard.
Oh, and Bam taking flight.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam King. Poole kicks to Kispert. In the corner, it's Coulibaly. From the arc, drains the three-pointer. Coulibaly's got the lead up to 11 now for Washington.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Hawkins, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Strong at the rim. Hawkins Jr. holding nothing back.
And Poole gets it to go. Poole's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
27 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And it goes down 2 points. Adebayo's got 13. Wizards leading by 9. And here is Poole. He's coming off a 19-point game against Chicago. Now here's Simmons with the hook shot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Alex Saw. For Miami, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. Six seconds left here in the second. Poole. That one drops for him. 16 points for him.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Wizards lead by 10. We'll be back shortly live from Miami Arena.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Washington Wizards.
They're getting good looks from range. That's been the key.
But they also hit a bunch of contested threes, playing with great confidence. You could see the lead snowballing in the second half.
And now we get to check out the top performers from their respective teams in that first half.
Their teams have leaned on them, and they've been rock solid. Actually, more than that, they've been the catalyst.
Leading by example. We're seeing it firsthand. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan and crew, with the second half.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Wing pairing will be Hero and Jaquez Jr. Then it's Simmons. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Real in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
Well, when you can score the ball and the defense makes adjustments your way to do that, Poole has to take advantage like that.
Pass to Adebayo. Jaquez with the ball. Inside. Down it goes, jamming that one home.
And good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
And there it is for him.
Those are 2 tough points from Poole. Great to see him mixing it up down low.
I tell you what, Brett, this Jordan Poole is one confident player.
Yeah, his mindset, though, Kevin, has to shift to being more consistent. So we've seen these outbursts in scoring from Jordan Poole. But really, you want to have a more reliable player in what he does both offensively and defensively. Hopefully he finds that.
And Poole gets it to go.
And he's absolutely feeling it. There is no hesitation from Jordan Poole.
The Heat trail by 13. Now
timeout
by Miami. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So it's more pay for play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
You know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
Well, I'm not sure what the coach said at halftime, but whatever it did, it's lit a fire. They're now 4 of 4 from the field to start their offense here in the second half.
Here's Adebayo. Rebound by the Wizards. Sars got his 4th rebound in this one. Crafty move. And yes, it's good. And the Wizards lead by 15.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Adebayo down low. Defended by Kispert. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo. Pass to Kispert. Poole on the wing. Takes the three. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Yeah, the defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from three-point range.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Aggressive move there from Jaquez. He can put a lot of pressure on your defense.
Miami shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Jaquez hits both of them. Here's Poole. 22 points for him. Drives to the hoop, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Poole's got 24 points.
And it looks like the Poole is filling up in a hurry here. He's catching fire, and it's tough to put that one out.
Jaquez outside. Hero kicks to Adebayo. Jaquez with a wide open look. Miami no good on that time either. Washington leading now by 13. There's 1:59 left in the third. Here's Coulibaly. No good on the triple. He'd have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Pass to Hero. To the inside. Ware passes to Hero. Got a piece of it.
Sharp defensive instincts from the rookie. Sarr using those long arms to knock that one away.
The shot's good from Kispert.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Timeout, timeout. The Heat call time here.
And he could tell these guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
It seems like every shot these guys have been putting up has been going in. This month's top shooters, Jordan Poole on top.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
A minute 20 left in the third. Simmons dishes to Mitchell. Pass to Adebayo. Clock at 4. And the rejection by Holmes. Here's Champagnie. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Wizards.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
Terry Rozier's checked in for Simmons. Holmes against Adebayo. It's good. Adebayo's got 4 points this quarter.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Here's Poole. It's hauled in by the Heat. Mitchell outside. Bounce pass from Rozier. Here's Highsmith. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this league.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. And so it's the Washington Wizards. 13 points up at the end of the period. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Trailing by 13. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. George is out there with Bay. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Carrington in a shooting guard. And he's good on the three ball.
You have to be mindful of Hero's range. He can absolutely burn you from outside.
And Brogdon, here we go. Count it. And the Wizards lead by 12.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Highsmith the pass to Jovic. Anderson with the screen for Hero. Pass to Highsmith. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Wizards leading by 12. Harrington, that's good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yep, that one goes.
Well, Slow-Mo has some remarkable handles. A point forward that's got some nifty dribble moves.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Simmons checked in for the Heat. And a change for the Wizards. Gills checked in. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, Brian Keefe reviewing the game plan with his team during that last timeout. While the team is up, Coach doesn't want his team to let up. He told the team to finish this game. Do not think this will be easy. We've seen comebacks before. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. He gets it in there.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Here's Jovic. That is good, and the Wizards lead is cut down to 12 points again in the basket from Simmons.
And here's a guy who loves playing inside. Simmons can play some bully ball down low.
And the 3 ball is good. Bays got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. He'd have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Pass to Jovic. Now, Hero, the tray, cans it from downtown. Hero's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Heat.
After not having a 3 during the first half, he's made 2 now the second half, and he looks hungry for more. I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And the Heat with some changes. Ware's checked in, and Adebayo subbed in for Anderson. And Poole gets it to go. Poole's got 10 points here in the second half.
And no lack of confidence from Jordan Poole on a floater like that.
Now, Hero. He's defended by Koulibaly. Down low, here's Adebayo.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Man, that is impressive stuff from Poole with that body control after the contact and still getting it off.
And Poole, no good on that one.
Well, Jordan Poole, as far as continuing to develop his game, is more focused on becoming a more consistent player in this league.
And Middleton kicks to Poole. And Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Hero. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 7th assist in the game.
Fighting the inside defender, Hero really works to get to the bucket.
Poole against Simmons. And Poole gets it to go.
Timeout,
Poole's
timeout.
got 30.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
The Heat call time. To Ware, lets it go with a 3. Rebound by the Wizards. 17 points was their biggest margin.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Wizards.
when you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And it's pretty incredible when you look at the body of work this year, guys. I mean, when they hit 70 wins, we were astounded. And then now, the wins continuing to pile up in what's been truly a remarkable and special season.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jordan Poole.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The three from Poole. It's Adebayo with the rebound. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our player of the game.
Still gonna lose the scoring title, but pretty good game. Game of the season. Okay, I gave it to him. That's what's up. We got the Clippers and Golden State. Who's gonna play with? Take Kawhi.
Tonight, a little added drama before we get these playoffs going. One team will stamp their ticket to the NBA postseason. Hello, basketball fans. Brian Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke and Grant Hill. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Kuminga. And it's Peyton in at the 3 spot. And for Los Angeles, it's Jones at power forward with Zubac at center. Powell and Leonard, the veterans, set on the wings. And it's Harden in at the 1. Taking a look at Los Angeles, the 7th best record through the regular season, but Grant, that position is more perilous than in years past.
Well, B.A., what was once an automatic ticket to face the second seed has become this. They've got to win one of the next 2 games to escape elimination.
Now here's Curry. From deep three-point range, the long-distance three is buried.
The supreme confidence from Steph Curry to attempt that shot, let alone make it. Impossible to measure this guy's range.
Great defense too, Steph. Stop him.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. And we
Oh,
spoke about what he
that's
plans
right.
to do
That
with
is
three-point king Stephen Curry. He said the biggest challenge, honestly, it's not the shooting, it's the playmaking. Steph is an incredible passer, so you can't double-team him. He'll find the open man. As always, it's not easy facing Steph. Brian?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Jackson Davis with a bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Just an all-star level talent.
Picking up
Stopping Harden from scoring is almost an impossible task at times.
Doris, looking back at James Harden's time in Houston, what an incredible individual run he went on.
Come on, Brian. Finished in the top 3 in MVP voting 5 times with the Rockets. Came so close to getting to an NBA Finals. He's still beloved in the city of Houston. When you have one of the great scorers in the history of the game, as you do with James Harden, obviously you want the ball in his hands as much as possible.
Now here's Curry. A matchup problem for many teams. He's currently averaging 29 a game. Jones, the pass to Leonard. Back to Jones. Leonard on the wing. From outside the arc. Kuminga pulls it in. Golden State has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And here's Curry for 3. Jones grabs the board.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
The Warriors have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Outside Payton. Back to Curry. Pulls up. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Three-pointer, Harden. Knocks down the long J. Harden's got 11 points.
Well, James Harden, a sniper through and through. You give him even a little sliver of daylight, and that ball is gone.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Wiggins, he's checked in for the Clippers. Moody's checked in for the Warriors. Now here's Podziemski. 9 points in his last outing. Jackson Davis with it. Harden picks him up. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. And then Harden with the jam.
One of the great NBA players one-on-one in the history of the game, James Harden, has got a rhythm, and that's trouble.
Warriors trail by 8. Stolen by Harden. Going all the way to the rack. Out to Leonard. This one for 3. Jackson Davis grabs a miss.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Moody from outside. The Clippers grab the miss.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Harden, the pass to Zubac. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Warriors have gone 3 of 8 so far. Fires from deep. And Curry is good for 3. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
The threes keep coming in the illustrious career of one Mr. Stephen Curry.
Nice shot by Harden.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. 7-point differential. Outside Moody. Curry surveys. Pass to Pajemski. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Wiggins. The shot by Pajemski, no good.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Here's Leonard. Nice D from Moody.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Warriors trail by 7. And here's Curry. 6 points for him. He takes it in. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Leonard. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Got a piece of it. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. Back after this. Welcome back to the second quarter of this play-in tournament matchup. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
They've been in rhythm from the in-between area, just keeping things simple and taking what the D gives them.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. Malik Monk is out there with Moses Moody. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga, and it's Post in at the 5, roaming the paint.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Zubac passes to Wiggins. The 3. And Wiggins knocks down the 3.
And that's a good shot for Wiggins. I mean, he can be deadly from the corner.
Outside Monk. Pass to Moody. Out to the right wing. Santos. It's rebounded by Zubac.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Wiggins outside. Dunn outside. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
In transition, here come the Clippers. And he lobs it up.
Well, the leaping ability and wingspan of Andrew Wiggins is helping him dominate above the rim.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Los Angeles. Norman Powell comes in for Bogdanovich. Miller's checked in for the Warriors. Fournier comes in for Kuminga. Warriors trail by 14. Pass to Post. Back to Monk. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. And there it is for him. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Zubac passes to Leonard. Stolen by Miller. It's Monk on the wing. Pass to Miller. Powell pulls it in. The Clippers lead by 12. Dunn, the pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Well, Zubac's always around the rim. You love the quick strike there.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Monk. Deflected. Powell against Fournier. Powell passes to Zubac. Here's Wiggins. Lays it up and banks it in. Wiggins has got 7.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Well, Doris, you won't find too many players that can provide the instant spark that Powell does.
Brian, you know that expression, know your role and star in your role. Norman Powell knows my job is to come in and give my team a boost. And this guy comes in thinking score and change the game, and he does just that.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. For the Clippers, Eubanks, he's checked in for Zubats. Bogdanovich comes in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's James Harden in for Dunn.
Well, at this point, James Harden has put his imprint all over this basketball game, and the defense better find a way to figure him out soon.
And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. They trail by 16. Left side, Payton. Inside. Here's Podziemski. Leonard pulls down the board. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Takes the three. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Leonard's gotten his third basket of the night.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Curry against Harden. Fires high post. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Give him 8 points now.
Stephen Curry, so efficient in the mid-range. I know it's not prioritized, but he's one guy you want shooting it.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving. No doubt whatsoever.
And so it's Golden State with it, following the score by Los Angeles. Harden against Curry, down low. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That's going to go on Drew Eubanks. First trip to the line for him here. No good on the free throw. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Leonard attacking. Well, Doris, there's one thing for sure. When Kawhi Leonard is available, he's elite.
There's no question about it, Brian, and it's so difficult to watch a player who cares so deeply about the game as Kawhi does not have his body hold up. It's been unfortunate over the years to see the toll injuries have taken on his career, but boy, oh boy, clutch, skilled, competitive, tough, every attribute you could want. Kawhi is known as a low-key guy, but don't let that fool you. He's as competitively tough as they come.
And he sinks the second. Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Graham, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from three for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
Here's Leonard. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Counted from distance. Leonard's got 7 points for the quarter.
Kawhi Leonard's career three-point percentage might shock people. And I'm telling you, as a defender, I'm not conceding that one.
And that one drops for him. 11 seconds left in the second. Here's Harden. Yep, that one goes. Harden's got 23 points.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And so it's Los Angeles sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks so much, guys. Do a strong first half for this team. What was the mindset that gave you guys the lead?
We just have to be ourselves, you know, just be ourselves, move the ball, play the unselfish, and we're going to get ourselves an offense.
Stay true to you, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Los Angeles Clippers.
How about the points in the paint? Clearly, they made it a priority coming in, and it's paying dividends, Ernie.
Yeah, I remember those days pounded inside. Break your opponent's spirit.
Easy now. An interesting postseason for the Clippers. With the lead they hold in this game, Shaq, the 7th seed within reach.
Can't feel that good about it. Even if they win, they have a long road ahead of them in the playoffs.
Yeah, but Shaq, they can't be worried about that right now. All they can do is win tonight.
Shaq looking more at the big picture, it appears. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And welcome back to the action in the third quarter of this all-important play-in game. We are seeing an outstanding game from James Harden.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Los Angeles leading by 21. Harden and Powell, their backcourt. Kawhi is the 3 with Jones playing the 4. And it's Zubats in at the 5. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue.
Now, Kawhi Leonard consistently efficient with his scoring ability. Nice jumper.
And a deep 3 from Curry. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Curry's got 15.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's Jones. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jones has got his first 2 points.
He drops.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Curry from deep three-point land. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Los Angeles has gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop. Here's Harden. Soft touch off the glass. Harden's got 27.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Podziemski into the lane. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
I think we can say that shot is well within his range.
Yeah, let's hope so. Timeout called, the Clippers. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Here's Harden. Good work there as it goes. Harden's got 6 in the quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Outside Curry. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Pass to Powell. Leonard for 3. Hits the three-pointer. Leonard's got 17.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half. They've been perfect from the field so far.
And a deep 3 from Curry. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Powell outside. Beyond the arc. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Powell's got his first 3 points of the game.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Outside Kuminga. Outside Podziemski. Kuminga against Jones. The 3 from Curry. Knocks it down from distance. Curry's got 9 points now in the second half.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
And it's Harden penetrating, and it's good for 2.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul of the game. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Moody's checked in for the Warriors. Malik Monk comes in for Curry. Pass to Jackson Davis. Back to Monk. Podziemski with it. A minute 39 left in the third quarter. It's deflected. They retain possession. 4 on the clock. Moody from outside. The rebound by Wiggins.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Now here's Eubanks. And the layup is good off the glass.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
And the Warriors with possession here. There's a minute 12 left to play in the third. Here's Kuminga. Doesn't go that time. Batum with the defensive effort. Here's Dunn. And the layup is good. Dunn's got his first 2 points of the night.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Outside Monk. And the Warriors miss again. Los Angeles has gotten all 3 from downtown so far in the second half. 3-pointer. Wiggins, no good. The Warriors shooting only 39% so far in the game. Monk against Bogdanovich. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Man, the defender really went after him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the Clippers making a change here. Robinson's checked in. And Monk drops them both. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
The Warriors shooting just 36% in the third. Here's Spencer. One second left. Good. James Harden. He's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. He's been an offensive force. Now with over 30 points after the quarter. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And we return now to the final quarter of coverage for the NBA play-in game. And so in the game for the Warriors, they've got Malik Monk. And it's post in at the center position. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Dunn's gone 2 for 3 from the field. Tipped away. Driving inside. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Dunn is always looking to attack. When he has room to run, boy, you better look out.
Dunn's gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Outside Monk. And there's a pick. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Eubanks. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
Bogdanovich finds Wiggins from behind the arc. Hits the trifecta.
This guy gets up in the air so smoothly. Andrew Wiggins, a nice foundation for that shot.
Outside Monk. Pass to post. Here's Spencer. Takes it inside. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Drains the triple.
Yeah, still working on consistency from range, but improved shot mechanics for Andrew Wiggins.
Outside Monk. There's a screen. Pass to Santos. 6 to shoot. Here's Spencer. Defended by Bogdanovich. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
Here's Payton. No good on the triple. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. And he gets the bucket. Dunn's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, I really admire the poise of Chris Dunn, appearing totally comfortable in the paint.
For 3. Connects from downtown.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And the shot's good by Wiggins.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Back to Curry. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Curry's got 23.
Well, certain guys are so lethal in the mid-range, you almost want them to take it. Stephen Curry, one of those guys.
Dunn's shot is good.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Got it. Curry's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
We spend so much time thinking about Stephen Curry's shooting ability and probably don't talk enough about how elite his handle is.
Wiggins, no good. The Warriors have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. And Stephen Curry again. 27 points for him.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Clippers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And for the 7 seed, all signs pointing to the postseason. You love how they've come in and executed.
Yeah, great game plan and great communication at both ends. They might be a tough out going forward.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for James Harden.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
And here's Kuminga for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Kuminga against Wiggins. Dunn outside. There's the 3. The rebound by Payton. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And there's the lob. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
20 seconds left to play in the fourth. Wiggins outside. Launches it. Nails it from 3.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
And they did it. for the LA Clippers. And a good job to take care of business in the first play-in game. They avoid the possibility of a winner-take-all scenario in the next one.
And this is important for them in several ways. By winning tonight, they secure the 7th seed and avoid having to face the top dog in round 1.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
James, I'd love to know, whether it's scoring, playmaking, or your defense, what aspect of your game are you most proud of?
Being able to play a full course of a game and, and make an impact every single play. That's what I'm here for, and that's what I have to do.
It's been fun to watch.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it for us. This play-in game is wrapped up as the final playoff picture becomes clearer. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And let's reveal our player of the game, James Harden.
Hello and welcome, everyone, to our coverage of the NBA Play-In Tournament. Tonight, the 9th and 10th seeds from the Western Conference go head-to-head. One will continue on to the next game. The other will see their season end. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant is the point, with Bane out in the wing. Santi Aldama is out there with Clark. And it's Wells in at the 3, the small forward. And for Denver, the 4 and the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's Peyton Watson. And it's Brown in at the shooting guard position. Taking a look at Denver. Favored in this elimination game. Break, win, they play again. Lose, they go home.
And you just can't look ahead. Just focus on the moment. Value each possession. That's really all you can control.
Here's Brown. Watson for three. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Tries it from 19. Off the... Now Westbrook. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Had a chance to catch up with Michael Malone. Of course, John Morant's name first and foremost, so I asked him about the strategy. He said try to plug every defensive hole we see. I know if we give Morant any space, he'll try and slice right through us, so we can't have any cracks in the armor. A tall order for the defense against the unstoppable Morant. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Pass to Watson. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Clark. And Morant throws it down.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Denver's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Greg, with how explosive John Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
The Nuggets shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. And he knocks down the first one. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Just superior focus from Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw tonight. From Morant. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to...
He's got a lot of different ways that he can put that kind of pressure on the defense.
Denver making a switch here. Strother's checked in. And so Westbrook makes them both. Here's Morant. Last game out, he had 14. A kick out to Bing. Good. And a nice assist from Morant.
And he just lights it up from downtown. Bane so dangerous from out there.
And timeout called by Michael Malone. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Strother, 11 points last game. Pocket 6, pass to Jokic. Takes it off the glass.
Using his size on the interior, Jokic extremely difficult to stop down there.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Morant's got 7 points in the game. The Nuggets trail by 4. Morant with the steal. Clark for 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. In the corner, it's Gordon. Oh, good with the triple. Memphis leading by 4. Here's Morant. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. 9 points for Ja Morant.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Westbrook. The Nuggets with another miss.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Payne for 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far. And if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Here's Bryant. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Shot to stop the run. Sinks the three-pointer.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here's Bane. He's got 6.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
From past the arc. It's Clark with the rebound. Memphis leading by 6. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
And leave it up to Morant to put on a show. What a spectacular dunk.
Jokic inside. Can't hit the reverse layup. And so it's Memphis holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We've got more in store for you right after this. And welcome for the second quarter of this critical play-in game. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
So on the floor for Memphis. Vince Williams out there with Jackson. Then there's Edey. Then there's Ja Morant. And it's Kennard in at the shooting guard.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
Morant passes to Kennard. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. The Nuggets trail by 11. Here's Pickett. Pass to Strawther. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Jackson down low. He's against Jordan. Jackson gets the bucket.
Yeah, taking it right into the teeth of the defense. And it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And the Nuggets making a change here. Juzang's checked in. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Strawther. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's the three. Edey with the rebound. Memphis leading by 13. Here's Morant. And then Morant grabs it in.
And what a show Morant is putting on. Every time he touches the ball, you feel like he's going to score.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by your AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Strawther, guarded by Morant. The Nuggets with another miss.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, He seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Williams for three. Denver grabs the miss. Here's Strother to the wing right side. And here's Collins from outside. The Nuggets with another miss. Jackson kicks to Morant. Offline with his three. The Nuggets trail by 15 to stop the run. That's it. He's got two made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3. And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Jokic has checked in for the Nuggets. Gordon comes in for Peyton Watson. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group. Clark, who's checked in for Edey. Santi Aldama comes in for Jackson. Wells is checked in for Williams. And it's Bain in for Luke Kennard. Here's Strother. Following the basket by John Morant. Here's Gordon. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Clark, as you look at the career of Aaron Gordon, he has blossomed into an elite role player.
Yeah, and I love the fact that he's done that. He's embraced his role. He's embraced taking fewer shots and playing more defense and getting on the glass more and making hustle plays. Not everybody would do what Aaron has done. It's a credit to him that he's been able to, again, embrace, not just accept, but embrace the role that he serves for that championship team.
Now here's Westbrook. He had 15 points last out. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Watson's checked in. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. There's 1:59 left in the first half. Bain with the steal. And Memphis turns it over again. And there's 1:45 left in the first half. Left side, Westbrook. It's rebounded by Memphis.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And so here's Denver. Following the miss by John Morant. Here's Brown. Great D that time from Bain. And the Grizzlies leading by 13. And here's Morant. Some nice passing there by Memphis. The Grizzlies with another miss. And it's Watson with the ball for Denver. Outside Westbrook. Pass to Jokic. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the half. Count it.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Morant against Westbrook. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Westbrook drives in. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
And one of the things about Westbrook that has always been evident, his incredible motor, especially when he's heading to the rack.
And Morant gets it to go.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Memphis Grizzlies.
They're doing a nice job of getting their feet wet in the paint. I like the aggression, powering it up and sending it down.
Hey, if you can get the ball in close, why settle? Invite the defense to stop it.
Looking at this series for the Memphis Grizzlies, they're in control and looking to keep their season alive. What do they have to do to punch their ticket to the playoffs?
Don't get ahead of themselves thinking they've already won. They've got to stay focused at the task at hand.
When it's win or go home, no time for daydreaming and looking ahead.
Yeah, some tough love there for the play-in hopefuls. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And welcome to the second half of this high-stakes play-in clash. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Before in the foul, it's Gordon and Jokic. Then there's Peyton Watson. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Brown in a two-guard. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Now here's Morant. Wells kicks to Morant. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
Pass to Watson. And here's Jokic.
All he can so far, but they still find themselves trying.
Memphis leading by 11. Here's Morant. Lays it up off the glass. Morant's got 4 this quarter.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the third. And it's Westbrook missing. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bane seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the drive and kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
And here's Watson following Ja Morant's 3. Shot from 12. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. Bane's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Now here's Morant for 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. And they're staring at a sizable deficit.
And still within reach, though, that they don't have to rush this. No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Nuggets shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. The first one falls. And so he makes both from the line. We've got a timeout call by Taylor Jenkins. He wants to talk to his guys.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Here's Morant. And then Morant shreds it in.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Westbrook. Basket good. Westbrook's got 6.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Here's Morant, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
The Grizzlies shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. The first free throw is good. Edey's checked in for Santi Aldama. Both free throws good from Morant.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Inside, Jokic a screen. And it's Gordon missing.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Here's Morant. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Morant's got 32 points.
Pretty much all of their a guy with major bounce, Westbrook, can really get up there.
And the Grizzlies leading by 16. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Payne for 3. Good. And a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's Westbrook. Pass to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
You know, for all of his agility and craftiness, the slick moves, Jokic not afraid to go old school and just throw it down on him.
Now here's Morant. 32 points in the game. Good.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
The Nuggets trail by 19. Hook loose. Morant with the steal. And Morant throws it down.
And he can get to the rim with the best of them. Morant always finds a way.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here. 54 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Brown. There's a screen by Collins. A nice shot by Brown.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Morant with it. He's picked up by Collins. Morant kicks to Bane. The 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Bane's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Grizzlies. For Denver, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Here's Strasser. Edey with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And that one's good. Strasser. There's 10 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Morant. Collins with some nice D.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And so it's Memphis sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And thanks for joining us for this fourth quarter of this play-in game. So on the floor for Memphis, Kennard is out there with Morant. Then there's Jackson. Then there's Edey. And it's Williams at the 3 slot. Now here's Morant to the paint. Here's Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 6 assists here tonight.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Here's Strother to the middle. Knocked loose. Stolen by Jackson. Morant drives in. Williams for three. Buries it from three-point range. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Memphis.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
The shooting's been great, but also, how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
And Memphis making a change here. Wells has checked in. Memphis has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. And it's good, 2 points.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Collins, a screen on Morant. Outside Collins. Here's Strawther. Off target from three-point range.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Here's Pickett. Drills the three-pointer. Pickett's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
And a whole new lineup here for the Nuggets. Now, here's Westbrook. Jokic high post. For 3, Gordon. Ja Morant with the rebound. Grizzlies have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Russell Westbrook.
And there's no doubt Morant near the top of the list of elite scorers in this league.
First free throw is good. He doesn't get the second one.
Now an all-NBA caliber talent, Morant still feels like he has room to improve.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Some nice passing there by Memphis. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Morant's got 46 points.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And you're just asking to get burned when you give Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage.
Inside, here's Kennard, and he lays it straight in.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
And it's Westbrook missing.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Grizzlies.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
Well, this 10th-seeded team was able to dig deep, and looks like they have found a way to the second game of this play-in tournament.
Yeah, I mean, great win for them. Now they need to ride this momentum through the next game to secure that final playoff berth.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Ja Morant.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Here's Westbrook. Following the basket by Ja Morant. Really left alone that time.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. He could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Now here's Westbrook following the miss by John Morant. Gordon, and the second chance effort by Gordon.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Here's Morant. Connects again. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
There's 25 seconds left in the game. Morant against Westbrook. And Westbrook throws it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's Morant. Good, that's another bucket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. And what a huge win for the Memphis Grizzlies. And this is clearly a huge boost to their confidence to come in as the 10th seed and get a win here tonight. Tremendous. They've got momentum now.
And they need to continue to keep their foot on the gas pedal. You hear about the importance of peaking at the right time. Let's see if that's the case for them.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much, Ja. A lot of swag on this team tonight. Who's responsible for that confidence?
I feel like we all talk to each other, even the coaching staff. Coach let us play with a lot of freedom. Everybody have the green light, so I mean, there's no reason to lack confidence when you have a coach who believes in you every step of the way and just let you go out there and play your game. So we always just preach, keep shooting, make or miss, and we behind you. So
you all look like a confident bunch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And that'll wrap this one up. No shortage of excitement here in the play-in tournament. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Ja Morant.
Round 1, Eastern Conference, the NBA playoffs. The Wizards enter the postseason with the best record in the conference, but now the stakes are higher. Will their dominance be tested as they go up against the Bulls? Round 1, Game 1, the NBA playoffs, coming up next. It's time to kick off the postseason. Round 1, Game 1 of the Eastern Conference playoffs. And you can just feel the energy here tonight. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. And a look at the starters for the Bulls. Gideon White pair to make the backcourt. DeSumo is out there with Buzelis. And it's Vucevic in at the center position. And for Washington, we've got Jordan Poole. Kispert is out there with Sara. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly. And it's Middleton in at the 3. You look at Washington, they had a great season and are expected to control their destiny in this series.
I'll tell you what, it'd be a shock if they didn't run through this series. With that said, we know anything can happen in the postseason.
Now here's Giddey. Out left to the wing. Here's Vucevic. Got a hand on it.
What I like about Sara as a shot blocker, he can do it anywhere on the floor.
Three-pointer. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Giddey passes to DeSumo. Giddey with a screen on Middleton. DeSumo outside. There's 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Washington. First quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Middleton. Shoots over to Sumu. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Middleton's got 5.
Yes, so confident from the mid-range. Middleton, I love seeing him look to score from there.
White looking it over. Now Giddey. Over Poole. Three-pointer, Buzelis. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game.
Still looking to get their offense in gear. 0 for 3 to start this game.
And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Washington shooting their first free throw of the night. And that one misses.
Obviously, Alexander Sarr's stature grabs your attention, but he's stronger than he looks, too. And that can be a pretty dangerous combination if he learns to use it right.
Now here's DeSumo. Will it go? And he sinks the layup.
At last, their cold streak is over. They finally found something that worked.
Yeah, the lid's now off, guys. Maybe they can rattle off a few more in a quick roll.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. The Bulls have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Timeout. Called by Billy Donovan. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. It's Vucevic, high post. Pass to DeSumo. And he drives in. That one falls, coming off the Vucevic feed. DeSumu's gotten his second bucket on the night. Middleton outside. The 3 is up. And the three-pointer goes.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Bulls trail by 8. Outside Giddey. Pass to Vucevic. A minute 53 good.
On the interior, Vooch, look, this man has so many moves to account for.
Poole with the ball, guarded by Vucevic. And here's Kispert from the arc. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Here's White. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And Washington making a change here. George is checked in. And the Bulls also making a change. Ball, he's checked in for White. A minute 31 left to play in the first quarter. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Poole, the pass to Sarr. The three is up. And it's Chicago with a board. Kispert grabs a miss. Washington leading by 6. Here's Poole. And it goes in for the dunk.
Okay, Poole, I see you hit the finish. He's not just a three-point shooter.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Bulls have gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. Giddey passes to Dosunmu. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Three-pointer Kispert. He drops it from range.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Now here's Giddey. No made baskets yet, and that one's good.
And sometimes defenders just forget how tall Giddey is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside.
The shot's good.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And Giddey's got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. 11-point game. Pass to Buzelis. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And at 6'10", Buzelis is becoming a very difficult cover for defenses, especially when he's aggressive in trying to score.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's putting the work to defy that assumption.
Here's Carrington. The three. The shot, no good. And so it's the Washington Wizards. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We'll be back in a moment. And time for us to get back into it here in Game 1. And taking a look at Washington's performance here. Guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Talen Horton-Tucker is out there with Jalen Smith. Then it's Kobe White. Then it's Lonzo Ball. And it's Collins in at the 5 down low. White for 3. Rebounded by Champagnie. Washington leading by 9. Brogdon, the pass to Champagnie. Over Collins. Chicago grabs the miss. Pass the ball. The drive. Uses the glass on the layup. Ball's gotten his first points of the night.
I love seeing Ball be aggressive on offense. Good at knowing when to take initiative.
Brogdon from outside. From deep. Brogdon.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
The Bulls trail by 10. And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
And Coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
Terry's checked in for Chicago. Stockton against ball. Shoots. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Ball's got 4 points this quarter. Wizards leading by 8. Here's Brogdon. Collins with the rebound.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Here's Terry. And he starts out with a miss in this one. Washington has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. George for 3. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
The 3 ball. On target from range. Terry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Washington has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Kicks it to George. Back to Brogdon. Here's the 3. Fires in the triple. Brogdon's got 6 points.
He drops yet another dive. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Collins with a screen on Middleton. Terry. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Middleton, right side. Takes a 3. No good. 3 for 4 in the game now. Bulls trail by 6. Outside White. Collins a screen. Lets it fly. White can't hit. For Washington, they've gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. It's good. And the Wizards lead by 8.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
For Chicago, they've gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Now Ball. Outside White. Jacks up a 3. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And a new group getting ready for Chicago. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Collins. Buzelis comes in for Smith. Dosunmu, he's checked in for White. And Giddey's subbed in for Terry.
You gotta keep moving when you're inside like that. Poole with the textbook move.
Pass to Buzelis. Now here's Giddey. Dosunmu outside. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Washington. They've led by as many as 11. Poole, the pass to Kispert. Beyond the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. And it's a 10-point Wizard lead.
They're unafraid to let it rip from downtown, extending their lead.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I like seeing Giddey challenge defenses like this, making them compromise in the process.
He's off on the second. Washington leading by 9. Poole, the pass to Sarr. Back to Poole. Kispert outside. No good from outside. The Bulls have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second.
Yeah, look at Giddey stealing the spotlight. What a jam.
Now here's Poole. Give him 8 points now.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Count the basket. Giddey's got 5 points now this quarter.
Once Giddey saw his opening, he took advantage. I mean, defenders just could not keep up.
That one falls. And the Wizards lead by 9.
That guy is perfect from the field, making major contributions to this lead.
It's stolen by Poole. And he's going for the oop here. And so it's the Washington Wizards. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. That's why they're up. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
And thank you for joining us. 2 quarters in the books and a Game 1 deficit for the Chicago Bulls.
They've been shot out of the gym. Even when they do extend their defense, it doesn't matter. I don't know what the remedy is.
I got 3 words for you. Elbow sandwich.
Looking at how the Wizards are doing in this series, guys, how important is the first game of a series?
Very important, Ernie. You learn a lot about yourselves and your opponent. Teams will attack and try to exploit your weaknesses.
And after game 1, it's all about how you cover up those weaknesses. Force your opponent to shake up their approach, man.
Yeah, moves and counter moves. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And thanks for sticking with us as this round 1 game continues. One of the stories here, Jordan Poole. Man, is he getting it done today.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
And Giddey has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by 9. They've got Chris Middleton. Sarr out there with Corey Kispert. Then there's ball Coulibaly. And it's Poole in at the point guard position. That's the group for Washington right now. Now here's Middleton. Off target with the 3. That's to White. This one for 3. Not going to go that time.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. Was right in his jersey.
Coulibaly on the wing. White with a steal. And he's all alone. Trips down the breakaway slam.
I like what I saw on both ends that time. Hustling on defense to create some offense.
Middleton passes to Kispert from outside the arc. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Bulls trail by 7. White with it. Picked up by Coulibaly. Pass to Giddey. Here's Buzelis. Over Middleton. The shot by Buzelis no good.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Basket's good.
And this game has Poole's fingertips all over. This man is dominating right now.
To the paint. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Poole driving in. Oh, he's on fire. 8 for 8 and just looking relentless.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Tipped. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Sarr. Three-pointer, Vucevic. Pure from three-point range. Vucevic has got 5. Wizards leading by 6. Here's Poole going inside. Oh, and that was no question. Powered it down.
There's no lack of energy from Poole. He's a hard charger now.
2 minutes gone in this 3rd quarter now. Giddey with it. The layup falls. 9 points in the game.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Washington's got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. And that one good.
He's just got it on automatic right now. Shoot it 100%, and that'll keep your confidence out.
Timeout. Timeout called by Billy Donovan. He wants to review the game plan. One of the stories here, Jordan Poole. Man, is he getting it done today.
Okay, I'm going to take you guys inside the huddle, all right? The message from Coach is simple. Stop him.
George, he's checked in for Washington. Smith, he's checked in for Chicago. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Dosunmu, the pass to White. And it's all from three-point range.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Poole will put you to the test as a defender. He's going to come at you.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. First one falls for him. And that's good as he hits both shots.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Giddey against Poole. Knocked loose. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
And it's Giddey missing. Washington leading by 10. Pass to Sarr. Shoots over Vucevic. That one a little long.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
10 feet away. To the left wing. Three-pointer. That one doesn't drop.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Poole from long range. And again, Washington, no good. And White has got the ball here for the Bulls. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break of mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
And he comes up with a bucket.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
1 minute left in the third. And here's White. Smith with a screen on Middleton. From deep, Giddey. Can't get it to go. He's made 4 of his 8 attempts. Washington leading by 12. Pass to Poole. And Poole fighting through contact.
He's putting him to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Dosunmu, the pass to Vucevic. Got a hand on it. Outside Coulibaly. Here's Middleton. And again, it's Washington converting.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
White finds Vucevic to snap the cold streak. No good at the rim.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
What a performance for Jordan Poole. He's been the story for the Wizards. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. More 2K action in just a moment. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round 1. And so in the game for the Bulls, we've got Coby White. Smith out there with Patrick Williams. Then with Zach Collins, and it's Ball in at the 1.
Nice feed by Brogdon. Excellent at whipping those passes to open teams.
Right side White. Plenty of room around him, and it's good.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Middleton from the outside. Basket is good on the assist from Brogdon. And the Wizards lead by 20.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Here's Ball. George with the block.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Middleton finds George. From behind the arc. Knocks down the triple. George has got himself on the board with a three there. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for the Wizards.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Here's Champagnie following the bucket by the Bulls. And that one's good. Middleton.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Pass to Collins. Williams on the wing. Collins with it. Fades. And he can't get that one. And Washington with possession. They're on a 12-4 run. Brogdon, the pass to George. Here's Carrington. He's guarded by White. Three-pointer is up. Middleton. And it's Chicago with a board. Now here's Ball. Pass to White. Collins outside. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. The jumper from the wing off target. Here's Carrington. There's the three. Chicago grabs the miss. Smith's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Ball. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. For Washington, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Pass to Carrington. Now George. From the arc. Shot's good by Carrington.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Now here's White. There's Ball with a three. Buries it from 3.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Middleton from the outside. Chicago with a rebound. Collins has got 4 rebounds in the game. Ball with it. Now guarded by Brogdon. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It goes on Malcolm Brogdon.
This is the smart play by Ball, staying committed even while getting fouled.
And that one falls for Ball. Gills checked in for Washington. Bay comes in for Chris Middleton. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 1:33 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one.
And capturing the series momentum up front. This is a monster Game 1 win for the Wizards.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And they have to be pleased with how they got this series started tonight. A nice 1-0 lead.
The key now is to carry this same energy forward and get that second win. These are the playoffs, so you can't afford to relax or think you've got the series in the bag.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Jordan Poole.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple on this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking them down.
Drops in the 3.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moment. They put this game away in style.
Now here's Giddey. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Saddiq Bey.
You can tell that Josh Giddey is one sharp player, not just in how he threads passes, but how he moves on the floor and gets around other guys.
So for the Wizards, Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Gill, and it's Marcus Smart in for George. And the Bulls also making a change. Dosunmu, he's checked in for ball. It's Smart on the wing. Giddey defends. Bey from long range. That's in. Coming off an assist from Smart.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of a faithful home crowd.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
It's a shame, really. If they've been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
And it's good. 2 points.
Now, we know Marcus Smart wants to get in close and get that high percentage finish.
It's stolen by Smart. On the wing, Bey. Smart passes to Bey. From downtown. So we see the Wizards taking the W here. And it always takes a lot of pressure off a team when they get the win in Game 1.
It's the most important game of the series. They've shown they know how to beat this team. The formula's in place. Now they just have to stick with it for the next few games.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Jordan Poole.
Yeah, pretty good games. Think I'll wrap it up for right now. Appreciate everybody for watching. As always, like, subscribe, comment, and share. Peace.
Thanks everyone for watching. Like, thumbs up, comment, subscribe and share. Victory hand.